Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. So today I will be doing this makeup look for you guys, and I am going to call it a makeup with me chit chat video. All right, as per usual, I am starting with my eyebrows, and I always start with my eyebrows because I don't know, that's just, why would you do your foundation and then do eyebrows? It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because I feel like my foundation can get into my eyebrows, so there's just no logical reason for me to do it the other way around. And so I'm doing my eyebrows, and you just see me filling in my eyebrows as I always do. If this is not your first time seeing this video or see me doing my eyebrows, then you'll know. And I do the little strokes at the beginning of my eyebrow because it makes it look softer, and it just makes a lot of sense to me, and I like that particular look. Guys, I don't have flu, but I'm kind of like snuffly, I don't know, but there's a thing. Okay, so I'm using this elf concealer, and I really like this for my eyebrow tutorial, or shaping my eyebrows. So if you like what my eyebrows look like, then you can also try using the elf, and this is in the shade Olive. Now I'm using this, and like I said, I like it, and the reason why I like it is because I like that light halo brow defined look. I like when I do my eyebrows and there's this nice little highlight underneath my brows. I really like that look, so this is actually so perfect for that look. Now I'm doing my other eyebrows. I did cut out some of this, but I didn't cut out a lot of it. This video was it was like 40 something minutes, because guys, I do my makeup so quick it's not even funny. Since having a child, I've just learned to do everything so quickly, because I really and truly do not have time to be sitting down for an hour and 30 minutes or an hour to do my makeup. If we're being so honest, I just need to like get something on my face, look decent, and just like go. Like, it needs to be like so quick it's not even funny. So I do my makeup really quickly, and that's why it was the time that it was. And trust and believe, if I needed to do it in like 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, I could do that. I do my makeup really quickly. Now I'm just using my foundation to do the top part of my brows, because I was looking for my concealer, which I would use normally, and it was nowhere to be found. But the show must go on, and there is a ASEAN climbing on me as usual. If you have a child, you understand. It is very important for me to keep these clips in, because someday I'm going to look back on all this, not only to look back and say, oh my god, he was so small, but I also look back and think of what I could achieve, even of having a child, even with my child around and all of that, you know. So it's really good for me to still include some of these clips. I did take some of them out, but I kept in some. Now I'm using my foundation again, Superstay. I don't have any problem with the Superstay. I think I need to actually try some different ones. I've used the Infallible. It has this orange looking thingy-majiggy, and I'm not here for it. When I was going to makeup school though, I did use Infallible a lot. That was one of the shades that I did have, and I also had this cream contour, cream foundation. I hate cream foundations. I hate everything cream. I don't like cream contours. I think cream contours is actually the reason why I don't use contours. I contour stick and all that good jazz. I literally just use powder. I'll use the Juvia's Place foundation powder, or I will use my actual contouring powder, whatever. I do not like contour cream contours at all. I don't like anything cream. If it's cream, it's not for me. Simple. So now I'm using this olive again to do my highlighting portions, and I think for this look I did saw, is her name Raven Elyse? I saw her doing one of her house makeover videos, and she looked stunning. Like, she had this really nice base and like really nice blush, and the blush was supposed to be the highlight of the whole thing. So just like really soft blush, like that was the vibe. So not like a heavy contour or whatever. And that is what I'm going for today. And like I always say, doing my highlights is actually my favorite part of doing my makeup. Like, when my highlighting is done, I'm like, yeah, yes, absolutely. And I realized that I am now becoming a powder girl, because if anybody knows me or knew me, when I was going to school, I would go for the most natural looking glam ever. I would not use a lot of powders. I would not bake because it just was not my thing. I think it was too heavy. I think it was too powdery. But I have kind of come to appreciate it over the years. Not even over the years, if we're being honest, in just like probably couple weeks, because I realized that when I actually use powders more, my makeup, it tends to look more matte for a longer time, and it actually makes a difference when your face is really matte. Like, when you bake, it really brings out that portion of your face, and the highlighted parts is my favorite part of doing my makeup. So I really like that helps me to bring all of that out, which is why I've realized that I've started to bake a little bit more than I used to. And guys, some people might see these videos and think, oh, this is not very professional of you or whatever. I am that person that I like things to be real. So even with these voiceovers, I know they're not super like to the point, telling you guys exactly what I'm doing and all this good jazz, but this is my personality. I'm a chit chat type of person. I'm just like this. I'm just a real type of person. I like keeping it real. I like showing you the flaws and what never goes so well and what did go so well, what works and what does not work. That is how I am, and I'm never going to be that all professional person. I'm just never going to be that. So if that's what you're looking for, then this will not be the right place for you. I live in a noisy place. I don't live by myself. There will be talking in the background sometimes. You will hear the car passing sometimes. You will hear the fan sometimes. Even at this very moment, my baby is sleeping and the fan is on, and I kind of had to move like from there to records. I don't know if you'll still hear the fan. Hopefully not, because I'm trying to keep it as clean as possible, but at the same time you will get a real raw video every time. Now I'm just using my palette, and I've had this palette for a while, and it's what I used for the pressed powder. So I use a pressed powder part of it. It has blush, it has contouring, and it has the pressed powder. I'm using the pressed powder for my actual like foundation, to set my foundation. Now I'm going to add the blush. If you see, it is really light and pretty. Normally I would go for a deeper pink, but the way her makeup was, it was really soft and light, and I wanted to emulate that as closely as possible. And I'm just, this is not even baking, this is the sculpting powder, the sculpting shade in my contour kit. And I realized that the shade was kind of close to if I was supposed to like bake or do my highlighted portion. So I'm just using this what's this thing called, this sponge. And this sponge is so soft, guys. It is so soft, and I'm sure it's one of those little cheapies because it was given to me by my cousin. I did her makeup and we had leftover and she just gave them to me. At first I was like, no, I don't want them, because you know, doing makeup and watching makeup videos, you think that you always have to have a specific thing and it always has to be so professional, and if it's not this brand then it's not going to do a good job. They are so soft, and I'm sure they are a little cheap brand, so there's that. And now I'm just lining my lips again. I was using I wanted, how did it go, I wanted a deep dark, I don't know, I saw somebody do brown lips somewhere and I am obsessed. I need to get myself a brown shade because I said I'm obsessed. The brown is so nice. The shade, however, was not giving it was not giving what I wanted it to give. It's a nice shade, but for the deep brown that I was actually going for, it was not deep brown, so I didn't want to use that, and I changed it and used this color instead. This isn't a deep brown, but it's a deeper color than the one that I had previously, whereas I'm using it. So I'm just using that. I did use a liner actually. Now looking at this, I can actually say I think I did achieve what I wanted to achieve, but also I think that when you are looking at somebody's makeup or whatever for inspiration, I think you should also remember that, put into consideration like skin tone and differences in stuff like that, because sometimes you're trying to emulate something but you and this person might be complete different skin tones. Like I'm darker than Raven Elyse, so of course her blush would look a whole lot different than mine will, so you need to keep things like that keep that in your mind, or consider that when you're doing your makeup. So I'm using this brown shade because I think I wanted to jazz up the eyes just a little bit. Guys, I hate doing eyeshadow while having lashes on. I love when I have my lashes on, but I hate it because I feel like the shadow gets everywhere and the brush cannot really reach into the parts or reach on my eyelid, and it's just a real struggle. So I don't typically do eyeshadow when I'm doing this, but I love a lower lash line eyeshadow in blue. Like I love it. Like I think I've probably done it once on my channel, but I love it whenever I'm feeling jazzy, whenever I'm feeling like, yes, I am this girl. That is the makeup look that I tend to go for because it's so very cute. And I'm just using the black to line my lower line. Look at the difference. I'm sure you saw the difference between, it's like night and day. My eyes now pop. My eyes now look like, yeah. You know how on TikTok we say, yeah, it eats or it ate, but when it's really good, I'm gonna say nyam, it nyam. So this is what the makeup looks like, guys. I'm so sorry in advance for all these different angles. Like I turned left, I turned right, I looked up, I looked down, I flipped the hair to the side, I flipped the hair to the back, and I looked at y'all, and I looked at y'all, and I looked at y'all. when I was editing this, I'm like, when does it stop? I can see when does it stop, you know, because I've seen it. This is the first time you're seeing it, so you don't see when it stopped. That's rude. But I did it so many times. I try to avoid putting my mirror in it because you see it's all crackly crack, right? But it just kept going in, it just kept going in, and this is what the finished look looks like, guys. You can't tell me that I didn't eat. You can't tell me that did not nam, because that looks so good to me. Or maybe it's just me. Tell me down in the comments, okay?